Welcome, folks, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I'm here too. I'm coming at you with another session, continuing on with my KUDOS series. Uh, be sure and go check out the other video, KUDOS to Brett Payne. In this video, I want to say before I start that everything in my videos, everything, is just the musings of an old man. And if you anything that comes across in this video is just alleged. It's just the musings of an old man. Don't take it for what it's worth. That's what it's worth. But we're coming at you today. I made the video on Brett Payne, um, and I thought I just got to thinking. What can I do? What can I do to help him out? Probably nothing. He's got a skill set. Uh, yeah, probably nothing I can do. But we should always try. We should always try to advance the cause. And so this video is coming to give kudos in advance because I know he can't let me know. He's going to have to. There's all those national security things. He can't get back with me. But I just want to say, look, I'm a just a common American citizen. I just work. I'm retired now. Uh, So I'm just making a plea, and who I'm advancing is I would like my FBI, Cash Patel. I would like him. He probably already is, probably already helping him, but I'd like him to help out that Brett Payne. Help him out. He's taking on a load, big load. Uh, but you could make a phone call now. I've been paying attention to this case, and I'm confused about some things. But you take that case in Idaho, and you look at they came out and said there's no drugs involved, and I know they've probably got their reasons. There's probably they're keeping things on the down low, but I'm comfortable that the FBI, because if there are drugs involved in that Idaho community, and 4 young people lost their lives with the new president, with what he said, that's terrorism. That means 4 young people were killed by terrorists on American soil. And I know the FBI is on that. They know front to back what's going on, and they followed, you know, uh, they got on that car because they're not held in check by some 7-day thing. That I would hope not. I mean, I would hope our national security is not based on that. So that means that the FBI was on it. They were on it, and they got everybody's records, and so they know. And confused because the car is new enough that it should have a Berla report on it. And so maybe they do. Maybe they know exactly where he was sitting. I would think so. I would think they know right down to the inch, as close as they can come with the technology, where he was at. Now, the confusing thing is the way that, it's not drugs, it's not the fraternity. It kind of lends you to heading down the road of like the only, in the words of James Fry, the chief of police, he said his frustration, and he said, I want somebody to prosecute. Uh, now, uh, one thing I want to say, I hear these people talking, does the end justify the means? I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, you're going to kill young people. You're a terrorist. You're going to kill young people. Uh, you are a drug dealer that's doing that. Uh, violence like that. Yes, I believe the end justifies the means. If that Kohlberger did it, then I'm a yeah, get after it. Don't even worry about it. But what I don't think is the end justifies the means for a conviction. That somebody that the FBI has the records, he's not there. But unless he had a part in it. The end justifies the means. You might have to use it that way. But now, if we're just covering up for everybody, and then that's not right. So, in advance, I'm putting this out to Cash Patel and just giving you kudos because you're the boss. You're the boss. You're the head of the FBI. So you can take you know 2 minutes out of your day, make a phone call, find out is this legit? Because I mean we've all gone through the last few years. I mean I don't want to question my FBI, but they've done some questionable things, over the course of the last few years, some very questionable things. And my brain, simple as it is, it goes to the idea that if they'll do those kinds of things when they're up against a billionaire and their money, then what are they going to do against uh, somebody with a public defender? You know, that's all I'm saying. If he did it and they got the goods on him, then I am no problem with that. But if this is terrorism on our soil, by the new definition, drug dealers are terrorists, then by gosh, we need to get to the bottom of this because that means we've got a terrorist activity on American soil. And I'm actually not in Idaho, but I have voted for the Greater Idaho movement, which is for Oregon to become part of Idaho. So, in a sense, you know, I voted, and I have to admit, I voted to do that, to become part of Idaho. So now I would be in a closer, not so sure about the system there, how that works. But anyway, that's a different thing for a different day. But right now, I just want to give you kudos in advance because I know that you're an honorable man and that if you get an opportunity, you'll take a look at that. You will take a look at that. You'll make a phone call, find out what them boys are doing. What's going on there. Because, like as I said, I am the end does justify the means if he did it. But if you're just talking about getting a conviction and you're doing that, that's a different thing. That's evil. That is evil. And so I know you'll take care of it. You'll handle it. So kudos to Cash Patel. Be sure to check out my other video. Kudos to Brett Payne because that's a good look too. Uh, so we'll be coming at you again. Again, just I stated at the beginning, but everything in this video is just the musings of an old man. Not take it for what that's worth. That's what it's worth. It's the musings of an old man. And I'm retired on a fixed income, and nothing monetary coming from me. But I am an American citizen, and I believe in the government, and I believe in the integrity of the officers of the government. So thank you very much. Thank you in advance, and kudos to you, Cash Patel.